both the New York Times and the Washington Post are reporting that the president authorized these airstrikes last night, but backed off at some point subsequent to having authorized it. The New York Times is reporting that, in fact, the mission was underway. There were planes in the air, but missiles had not been fired at the point at which the president called off the mission. Now, Reuters is also reporting that Iranian government officials say that the president sent a message to Tehran earlier in the evening before this apparent called off military strike, suggesting that he wanted talks, not war. We don't have any confirmation of that from the American side, and we're waiting on confirmation from the White House in terms of what the president's decision-making last night was. The New York Times is citing multiple senior administration officials who were involved or briefed on the events of last night and suggesting that the president ordered this attack and then backed off at some point after that. The big question of the morning, of course, Andrew, is going to be, did the military or diplomatic facts on the ground change after the president had authorized these strikes? Or did the president simply change his mind in the approach that he wanted to have? Yesterday in the Oval Office, the president suggested that he didn't want any military intervention. He said he was a president who'd been elected to get out of wars, not into them. Suggested also that the Iranians might have been the victims in some way of a rogue Iranian general who ordered the strike without the approval of the Iranian government, saying this all might have been a big accident. So some questions here this morning that we need clearing up from the White House on in terms of what the president's mindset was, what were the facts, what caused him to apparently reverse course here after the operation had already begun